Yeah, like I'm saying, basically, continuing on from part one, basically it's in the possession of my sister, my older sister, and my niece. And if it's in my niece's room, hopefully where he's been watching it, it's in one piece. If not, and let's say it's in the living room and maybe there's a disc or two scattered about, I wouldn't be surprised. Hopefully that's not the case either. Hopefully it's all in one piece. But the reason I say that is because one thing about Amazon is even though you can get most of these directly from them, you can also get them through partners where the partners will mail them out to you, but the payment and stuff will be fulfilled by Amazon, which is good. But it could also be bad. Now, here's the thing. Like I said, I've been wanting to get these for a while. I just did not know when I was financially, just did not know when I was going to get them. And finally, I have been able to obtain some money now that I'm working at Walmart here in town, that I could finally get this set. And I got one more volume coming in the mail this week, and that volume will complete the entire set. And of course, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the original 1987 to 1996 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series. Right here. Yeah, finally got most of them. Just got to wait for the last volume, which is volume 7, and I'll have the complete set. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Brian, what happens if he shows up again and you're not working along with your sister? What then? Well, you see, that probably won't be till the weekend. And as far as I know, I'm going to hide these. Because right now, he's got plenty to work with that big, hulky 10-disc set. If you want to know what I mean. If you want to know what I mean, here's what I'm talking about. He's got Season 2 on there. He's got Season 5. He's got Season 2 on there. He's got the first volume of Season 3. He's got Season 5 on there. He's got Season 6, 7, and 9. Well, not 6. No, he does have 6 on there. He has Season 2, first volume of Season 3, Season 5, 7, and 9. That's what he has on there. So that's plenty to keep him busy for a while. Plenty. He's not going to have to borrow for a while. He's not. And yes, I will probably DVD fab these in the future so that I'll have backup copies just in case he comes over to want to watch. And that's the bird in the background. But yeah, I do have all the seasons finally. And, well, not all of them yet. I still got to wait for Season 7. But right here we have Season 2, which is dubbed Volume 2, but it's actually Season 2. Season 2, right there. Pretty nice. And then, here's what a lot of fans were hoping for. When Season 3 was released. You see, when Season 3 was released, originally, it spanned across 4 different volumes. Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, and Volume 6. Yeah. And even though fans were okay at times with just doing like that, because at times it was cheaper, it was stupid. It's like, why couldn't you just release it as a season set? Well, I think at the time, they weren't sure of how people... Well, I think at the time, they were going by volume. So they pretty much figured people would go like, okay, they'll just accept it as just another volume in the set. I don't think they realized at the time that fans pretty much differentiated the fact that these were not volumes. They were not one big run, if you will, of a show, of one big old season for like the next few years, for those past few years, that they finally realized that, oh, fans look at these as seasons, not as just one big season. So finally, last year, Lionsgate and Family Home Entertainment finally got their act together and re-released season 3 the way fans wanted it re-released, as one volume. It's one set. That's right, this is a complete 4-disc season 3 set. So if you have not gotten season 3 yet because you feel it's stupid that you have to gather all these different volumes, you don't have to worry about that anymore. Season 3 is right there. And this is kind of a blessing for me, because here I am, a Ninja Turtle fan, torrenting some of the original season 3 episodes just so I can get season 3. And then I decided, you know what? I don't want to take a chance that if my nephew borrows anymore, that I'm not going to have season 3. So I bought season 3, but I figured, okay, originally I was going to buy it as its individual volumes, but then this popped up on Amazon.com, and Zara Nizarak, take a look at that. And I figured, you know what, for the price that it was, I think it was like $13, you can't go wrong. And there you go. Look at that. And they even redid the disc covers. Instead of saying like volumes, they say disc 1, season 3, season 3, disc 2, season 3, disc 3, and season disc 4. Season 3, disc 4. The only thing I will say about this is when you look at the menus, when you put it on your when you play it, the menus will say the volumes. Will not say disc 4 or disc 3. They'll say volume 6 or volume 5. That's the only thing that has not changed, even though they changed everything else, like the disc art and all that, to, like I say, match up with the fact that it's now a season set. So that is pretty cool. And again, if you want to save shelf space, and let's say maybe you want you want to keep your other sets, but let's say keep them as backup copies, I highly recommend going to Amazon or wherever you can and getting this set. This is pretty damn cool. And then, of course, we got the infamous, I'm looking at the time, I gotta get ready in a little bit, folks. We have the infamous, come on, get in there. We have the infamous Pizza Box edition of Season 5. Yeah, this is basically where they decided, hey, let's release Season 5 as a pizza box, if you know what I mean. Yeah, see? And then, of course, you have the clear slipcover right there. And of course you have the pizza box with the back and all that right there. I don't think there's anything inside that I can feel. And of course, like I say, in the size of a pizza box, opens like a pizza box. if you will. And of course, you have all 3 volumes and all 3 discs of season 5 inside, which I think, it's unique, but it's a little crazy, but really, really nice. And put that back together. The one thing about these sets, the way they made them back here, and I think this is why they changed it, it's a little difficult to get the cover back on, but yeah. There you go. And then, of course, we have season 6 right here. And I think it's actually season 7. They split up a little bit. I'll explain it in a second. But here we have season 6 on 2 different discs, of course. Pretty cool. There you go. And then of course I have season 7 coming in the mail, and that, just like season 3, I guess was spread across several volumes with little action figures. And now I guess like season 3, a few years before, Lionsgate decided to get their act together and say, you know what, let's just put it on one big set. And that's what they did, and I'll show you that later this week. We also have, finally, season 9 of what has been dubbed as the Red Sky seasons. Right there. So, it's pretty damn cool to have now a majority of the series except for one season, and that season will be coming in the mail this upcoming week. From what I understand, maybe at least by Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe even, who knows, hopefully tomorrow. And I got to get ready in a little bit, folks. So I'm going to try to wrap this up as quickly as I can and try to upload these as best I can. But now, let's get into some Blu-rays, which is some of the reasons people like to watch these things, to see what Blu-rays people have obtained. Well, like I said in the description, it's an update full of turtles, a lot of turtles and Joes, and I'll get into that in a minute. But let's take a look at what I got from my job first. Let's take a look at what I got before I get into that. Some of these, one of these I got through Amazon, just like one of the Blu-rays here. And the other ones I bought at my job. First of all, this is something that, of course, you might think, well, why do you have it? Well, anybody, I think, whether you're a man or a woman, you had to be a fan of this film. And it had to be one of the films that when Blu-ray came about, you said, you know what, as soon as they put this movie on Blu-ray, I'm getting it, no matter what. And believe me, from what I've seen just this morning, from what little I've seen of it in its Blu-ray form, it looks better than ever. You could see a lot more detail. And of course I'm talking about Pretty Woman. That's right, Pretty Woman, the Blu-ray edition. There you go. And basically you get about the same features that you get on the 15th anniversary DVD. You get that, and I think just a little bit more time, but I think that's mostly what you get according to what some people have said, that you kind of get the same features that you do on the DVD. Because here you have, bonus feature wise, you have the blooper reel, live from the rap party, LA, the Pretty Woman tour, the 1990 production featurette, Wild Women Do, performed by Natalie Cole, feature audio commentary with director Gary Marshall and the theatrical trailer, and of course you get the uncompressed 5.1 surround sound. So yeah, but seeing as though next year would be the 25th anniversary, I will not be surprised if they come out with a better set either by the end of this year or into next year to people to own. But for right now, not too shabby. And believe me, it looks a lot better on Blu-ray. I'll tell you why. One of the most famous scenes that made people a fan of this movie is the bubble bath scene in the early portion. And when you see Julia, taking her bubble bath, submerging under the bubbles and all that, you could see a lot more. You could see the bubbles in a lot more detail. You could see you see more details with that bath scene, that bubble bath scene, than you ever have before. And then you just look at the backgrounds and stuff, the colors, they just vibrate off. So definitely worth getting in your collection, whether you're a fan of this movie or not. And then at my job, which I got to get ready for in a little bit, I got this for $5. I actually did rent this through Netflix, and not Netflix, but I rented this through Redbox and DVD fabbed it. But I figured, you know what? It might be the only copy they have there, so what the heck? I might just get it in my collection. I think you can get this through Amazon as well. I got this for $5. You might be able to get it cheaper. I'm talking about Cinderella, Once Upon a Time in the West, or otherwise affectionately known as Cinderella 3D. It's a 2-disc set. There you have the DVD and you have the Blu-ray. And it's released by Anchor Bay Entertainment. So, $5, something to keep the kids busy, entertained. There you go. Right there. And then, for $14.96, all I have to do is get the other one when it comes out, or when I get it. Hopefully through my next check I'll be able to get it. In complete set, I got the second one, and now I got the third one with the lithograph, if you will, the lithograph, if you will. And I'm talking about The Dark Knight Rises. That's right. So yeah, Dark Knight Rises with the slipcover and the lithograph, if you will, right there. I gotta get ready. And of course, it is a 3-disc set. You have the Blu-ray movie right there. Blu-ray special features right there. And of course the DVD right there. So that's pretty cool to have in the collection. And I'll probably put these back as soon as I have time. May have to leave them out for a while. And then, like I said, to wrap this up, I bought some G.I. Joe stuff, finally, on Blu-ray. The first one, of course, is the original from 1996, can't go wrong with it. The original live-action G.I. Joe movie, which is only the feature film, right there. Not too shabby. G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra. And then, of course, for 1996, can't go wrong with the follow-up, G.I. Joe: Retaliation. Yeah, can't go wrong with the follow-up, right? You have the Blu-ray and the DVD, and of course some little inserts. Actually 2 inserts. Go figure. But yeah, G.I. Joe Retaliation, and of course with the shiny slipcover as well. So that's pretty cool to have in the collection. And then finally, what I've been wanting to get, and I was surprised when people said that, when Shout Factory said they were going to do this about a year or two ago, I finally obtained the Blu-ray edition of the original 1987 animated feature film, G.I. Joe the Movie. Yes, I finally got it. And of course you have a slipcover in there telling you about the stuff that they have. Here you have the Blu-ray, and here you have the DVD. So, pretty damn cool, if you ask me. But, oh, forgot to put that back in. But that's all I'm going to say about my this update, this two-parter, if you will. I thank you guys all for watching. And that's going to do it from me to you today. Now I'm going to get ready for work. I have to take a quick shower, maybe a quick shave, perhaps, who knows. But I've got to get going, folks. I am running low, very low on time. I got to be at work at 10:30. So I will wrap this up now. Thank you all for watching. God bless. Take care. I am out.